All right, tonight we're kicking off a week-long series on the H1N1 virus, also known as swine flu. Experts in Washington predict it will hospitalize nearly 2 million patients and kill tens of thousands. The vaccine not yet available, and that has prompted many people to turn to alternative treatments.
First two herbs that I'm going to add, Virginia noir, honeysuckle, which actually grows here in the United States. But this particular formula, it's antibacterial, antiviral.
Catherine Niemiec believes in the power of the ancients. At her Asian medical school, students are trained in the use of herbs and patients come for treatments.
So this particular formula that I'm making will clear heat and toxin, which is basically what happens when you have a cold or flu.
Recently, those at the clinic have turned their efforts to the threat of the flu and the swine flu.
We actually, with our medicine, Chinese medicine is so effective that it has herbs specific to each stage. And we can either arrest or totally minimize the side effects of draining and clearing and suffering from this type of condition.
Each patient who has the symptoms or the actual flu is treated with a mix of herbs, which are measured and dispensed according to the needs of the individual. The names of the herbs might not be familiar, but Niemiec says they are incredibly effective.
More importantly, though, is that this medicine is so good at preventing the onset or the inception of a flu. We have herbs specifically that if you can take it in the first 3 days, you actually get to prevent it from invading your system.
This particular point right here is specific for nasal things going on like you would have with the flu.
The treatments, however, are not just herbal. The Asian way also includes using acupuncture, both for prevention and treatment.
Chinese acupuncture can help build the immune system, which will help to avoid even catching it. And then once you catch it, in Chinese medicine, we call the swine flu a pernicious evil influence. And so at that point, what we do is we will purge that influence.
Acupuncture works on some of the same areas as the herbs, clearing the sinus and forcing out some of the impurities.
Because when the person coughs, we will tonify the lungs, or we will get rid of that phlegm in the lungs. If they have a headache, we can help with the headache. And so we will treat each of the symptoms that the patient has in order to help them to recover more quickly.
The herbal treatments in acupuncture are the clinic's main line of defense for the upcoming flu season. But if those seem inadequate, a patient could end up with traditional treatments.
There is a time where if we feel that their immune system is so compromised that they need antibiotics, we readily refer to a physician if needed.
Now, as for the official swine flu vaccine, the nation's health secretary says the first batches will be available in early October.